Welcome to Season 2 from Behind the Gates. I'm Darin Tansey.
And I'm Danielle Aloof. Watch as Darin and I take you on the ultimate journey around Boca Raton, which is obviously one of the greatest cities in the world.
It's beautiful here.
So we're here at a multi-million-dollar waterfront estate, and during this season we are going to show you everything from architect, furniture, design, so you don't want to miss this.
Grab your favorite Java or cocktail,
because the show starts now.
Welcome back. We're here with Mary Widmer of JMW Florida Properties, and thank you very much for coming here today.
Thanks for having me.
We're in one of your incredible homes that we're going to hear about later, but you know what amazing setting it is here today. So Mary, tell me a little bit about Boca Raton and why you've chose this area to start building your homes.
Well, I really love Boca. I've lived here 9 years now. I've had a home here. And there's so many great things about Boca. The proximity to the ocean, and there's been lots of studies on how salt air is so healthy for you. There's wonderful restaurants, there's wonderful entertainment venues. You have the luxury lifestyle of having yachting and everything that has to do with boats. It's really a beautiful place to live. It's a great place to wake up to. I also live on the water, and it's just a wonderful experience. And I want other people to enjoy the lifestyle, that luxury lifestyle that I have.
Tell me about some of your properties that are actually in Boca Raton, maybe some properties that are for sale right now.
Well, I have a property right now that I will be completing probably in the next 3 months. It's at 899 Enfield Street, and it's on a point lot on direct intercoastal.
Nice.
And it's in the northeast part of Boca, and it's a lovely location, looks out over the mangroves. It'll be 10,000 square feet under air, and it has wonderful outdoor living space, a beautiful pool and spa, a beautiful shell marble patio. The interior space, I designed all the cabinetry and all the built-ins. I try to use a different flair in this house, a little bit more modernistic than some of the other homes that I've done. I mean, these homes are greatly situated for going right down the ICW and ending at that Boca Inlet and being to take your yacht out for a run, or jet ski up and down the ICW. It's just really a lifestyle, and it's going to make a difference in that neighborhood, and it's beautifying where we all live and breathe.
It's incredible. I tell you, if the two properties in Enfield are as close to being as beautiful as this particular home right now, I can't wait to see those, and then we'll do our next interview there, and hopefully we get to see those soon.
That'd be great.
So this house, is this house for sale as well?
It's for sale right now. It's on the market. We're hoping to get it sold this year. It was just finished. We didn't get the CO, which is your certificate of occupancy, until late in April. And so we're just hoping to really get someone in here before season.
I'll tell you, you walk in this home, and again, it feels like somebody lives here right now. It's almost you bring your toothbrush, I think, that's what they say in the industry, right?
Right. Yeah. And I not only do the design of the interior space, but I also then design the furnishings and the artwork. I choose the artwork and the rugs and all of it that goes with it. So for me, it's all about almost like an art piece at the end of the day. It's a three-dimensional piece of art where you walk in and you feel it's a happy, healthy type of place.
Wonderful. And if a buyer came in and said, I want this house just the way it is, leave the couch, leave the art on the wall, can they do that?
Of course they can. I'll sell it all as one parcel.
All right, wonderful.
And the best part about this property, you get a key to a private beach access. You walk across A1A, which is a block and a half away, and you're at your own private beach. There's a shower at the entrance. Wash your feet off before you come home, and you're right here, where it all happens. Absolutely
the best of both worlds. I think I need to start saving my pennies. Mary, thank you very much for inviting us into your home today. I've really enjoyed the tour of this incredible property, sitting here talking to you, and also sitting here by the water and enjoying the view.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back.
Hi, welcome back to Behind the Gates to Boca. Here we are with Ron Rickard, who is an architect who is really pushing the boundaries when it comes to architect design. So Ron, I'm so glad I have you here on the show. How you doing?
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure.
So I've noticed that you really put a lot of attention to detail when you do your 3D renderings, and I saw this one rendering which was so cool. You actually have a woman in a bikini like going through the water. You can see the movement, which is just so amazing. Are you finding that that sets you really apart? You put that attention into detail?
Yeah, well, for instance, on the off-grid resort that we developed, we model all the buildings in 3D, and then we have another program that actually we insert those into, and it's an animation program. And basically we can put people in, bamboo, everything is modeled with wind. We actually have the wind turbines spinning with the wind. The solar panels are shining in the sun. And we can set the sun for sunrise, sunset, and everything is integrated like a real built island. So, and I'm finding I'm using that video product on every single project now because it's so graphic and pleasing. It's amazing.
Which is so amazing, and the new project that how I met you is the 899 project, which is unbelievable, where you worked on designing this, $10 million waterfront home, and just the detail in there was amazing. So tell us a little bit about that project.
Well, it was interesting. I know the builder, and that's how I met Mary. And basically, when I design buildings to have a view in every room. So since it's on the intercoastal, it's very important to have that effect, especially when you're selling a house for $10 million.
So tell us some of the other projects that you've worked on in the past. Like, what's really stood out in your career that you're like, oh my gosh?
Well, I'm working on a house now in Miami Beach, which is actually one of the greenest houses now in Miami Beach. One of the cool things is a client came to me, he's from Israel, and he wanted everything the best. So I designed him a house that's extremely energy efficient. We actually have a cistern under the living room which collects 20,000 gallons of rainwater. So all the roof water that is coming in from all these rains is recaptured, and we use it for everything. Pool filling, car washing, irrigation, everything. And we're doing solar on that house so it can be completely off-grid in case there's a storm and everything shuts down. He can run completely with water, power, and everything he needs. So
what's his address, so I can make sure?
It's 50.
So when the power goes out, we're going to head to this guy's house because he has everything that you need.
And it'll still be there.
Right. So, and then you did, can I mention a celebrity that you have worked on? Is that okay? Can I mention
sure.
that you were an architect for Tony Robbins? How fun was it working on his house?
Well, I've known Tony for about 4 years, and I met him because he purchased a house that I designed. And basically, he wanted to add on to the house, a guest house and a man cave. And I was very involved in that from the beginning. And it's one of the few projects in Manalapan that has that, and it's a very unique project. A lot of tough circumstances because you're dealing with seawater, underground, everything is underground. So a lot of restrictions on things to do, but end of the day, it's done now, and it's a wonderful project. He's very happy.
I really enjoyed meeting you and getting behind the scenes, behind the gates here with Ron Rickard, architect and design. So people here watching at home, how can they hire you? How can they, if they're thinking of a dream home or they're thinking of even a build on, how can they get in touch with you?
Best way is go on my website. It's intelae.com, or you can call the line on the internet, 561-672-7124.
Thank you so much, Ron. It was so
My
nice
pleasure.
to have you here. You're awesome.
Thank you.
Your work is amazing. We have had an amazing day. What about those 3D renderings?
Unbelievable. And what a talented developer and interior designer. How often do you find that?
I know, from concept, she takes the house, knocks it down, and then builds the entire process and decorates it.
Just the detail. Walking through this home, as soon as you come in the front door, you immediately you feel like you're home. You see the water, you see the detail, the high ceilings. Wow.
I know, right? And that architect with the girls in the bikinis and the pool.
Incredible.
I thought they were real women.
Me too.
So stay tuned as you follow us on this amazing journey behind the gates Boca. We are going to show you yachts, boats, restaurants, multi-million-dollar houses. So grab your cocktail, grab your Java throughout the season and watch how we just unfold this awesome town.
Can't wait till next time.
All right, so stay tuned right here.
Behind the Gates.
I'm Danielle Aloof with Behind the Gates 2. Today we're at the beautiful Waterstone Resort and Marina, and I'm going to take you on the ultimate staycation and culinary journey. first we're going to meet with the Assistant General Manager, Matt Lane, and also the Executive Chef, Matt Mixon. So stay tuned, coming up next. Don't go anywhere. All right, we are here with Matt, the Assistant General Manager. Hey, Matt, how are you?
Doing excellent. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you. Look at this view. Oh my gosh.
I know, one of a kind, truly is.
It really is. So what makes the Waterstone experience so unique?
Absolutely. Well, the Waterstone is an absolute gem located here in Boca Raton. It's a one of a kind piece of real estate located right on Lake Boca, as well as the inlet for the Atlantic Ocean. We have such amazing guest rooms with amazing water views from every one of our guest rooms, 139 guest rooms, private balconies in every one of our guest rooms, and your water views in every one of our guest rooms. So you're either facing the beautiful Lake Boca, which you see behind us, or you're going to be looking east towards the Atlantic Ocean. It's a fantastic place. We have two amazing restaurants here on site that are the only on-the-water dining restaurants open to the public in Boca Raton. We have Boca Landing and the Waterstone Rum Bar and Grill, and maybe we'll get into those a little bit deeper later.
That's awesome. So people living here locally, I mean, what's that experience like? You know, people coming in here locally, you know, what could they do for the weekend?
Absolutely. So we offer amazing amenities for our locals. We like to consider ourselves, you know, the club that's open to everyone who lives in Boca. We offer amazing water sports here at the hotel. So if you want to take the family out on a boat rental, you could do that right from here. You want to plan a scuba trip, a fishing trip, you want to just go wave running for a couple hours, even paddle boards and kayaks. There are some amazing opportunities for locals to enjoy the water here in Boca from our resort. We also have two great restaurants, as I mentioned. The Waterstone Rum Bar and Grill is located right on the inlet with fantastic food. We have, you know, really casual shorts, t-shirts, flip-flops. Just enjoy the music. It has a little bit of a reggae vibe out there. Really, really fun. And then we have Boca Landing, where we're currently sitting. In Boca Landing, we serve breakfast and dinner here. It's kind of our signature restaurant with unprecedented views overlooking Lake Boca. We serve a seafood-driven menu, more of Americanized as well, but it's fantastic with some of the best cuisine I think in all of Boca has to offer. We also have amazing cocktail programs at both of our bars, so I wouldn't miss it.
As far as events goes, you know, do you cater to a lot of, you know, weddings, birthdays, anniversaries? Talk a little about that.
Yeah, so we do it all here at the hotel. We actually have an amazing ballroom located on the 11th floor, the top of our building, overlooking all the Atlantic Ocean as well as Lake Boca and Palm Beach County, completely unobstructed views. And we could do events up to 200 people up there. We also do private events where we're sitting currently right now. I mean, I can't count the amount of weddings and how many people have gotten married right here on Lake Boca, right where we're sitting. So we're extremely flexible for groups of all sizes, and again, we just absolutely love our locals, and we're here to work with them and give them the dream group or event meeting that they want.
What's the best way to book a room?
Great. So our website is waterstoneboca.com, and that's WATERSTONE Boca BOCA.com, and that'll give you all the up-to-date information of what's taking place in all of our restaurants, as well as specials for locals here in the neighborhood. On you know, in the summertime, we do a lot of promotions for Florida residents, as well as rates that are, you know, discounted for the locals here in Boca. So again, we want the locals to use this as if it's their own private club, and again, it's not private, we're open to the public, so please come on by.
All right, you guys, want the ultimate staycation? Take this guy's advice and go on their site and book a room. Definitely want to check out their happy hour, so stay tuned. Hi, so we are here at the Waterstone Resort with Mary Widmer from JMW Florida Properties, and Mary is very familiar with water and waterfront properties. So how you doing, Mary?
I'm great. How are you today?
I'm doing good. We are back on the water here.
At the Waterstone.
At the Waterstone. So have so many different things going on right now. You've got a house complete. You've got a house that's kind of almost complete in the next few months. And then you have a brand new home that you just started that literally the cement just went down. So talk to me about that whole process. I mean, you've got so many things going on. How do you do this, first of all?
Take it one step at a time, like you do any project. You have to take it apart piece by piece. And right now, we're working on 899 steadily, at Enfield, trying to get it completed by season of this year, hopefully. And also, we just broke ground several months ago at 863 Enfield, which is a 1 point off the intercoastal. and it'll be a little bit smaller home. It'll be about 5,600 square feet under air. We just poured the slab for that last week. So right now we are working steadily, just trying to keep it on.
Keep it on going. So what's the transition between 4308 and now 899?
Well, 4308 Intercoastal Drive in Highland Beach is a home that is contemporary, but yet has some transitional twist to it. It has a basically a three-story foyer, with a clear story that's about 38 feet 10 inches from the floor up to the top of that ceiling. And it has some beams and truss work, and it's more transitional. It's 8,481 square feet under air, and it is really quite lovely in that it has all hardwood floors, it has tongue and groove ceilings. It's just a little more transitional. Now when you go over to 899 Enfield, which is in Boca Raton on a point lot that overlooks the mangroves, totally different view. That house has got an awful lot of elements in it that are round, and so basically you're looking at a house that's a little bit more modern. Almost 10,000 square feet under air conditioning. It currently has 6 bedrooms and 8 bathrooms, and has a wonderful grand salon as you come in the home, a round tower foyer at the front. It has a lovely club room that's quite large, that has views that are incredible, looking north and somewhat south on the Intercoastal Waterway. And those windows are set in a round wall. So anytime you build round, it's a little more interesting, a little bit more expensive. But for a modern house, a lot of these modern homes right now are being built, they're more angular, more square, a lot of straight lines. This house is not that. So in that regard, it's going to be very different than what you're seeing in a modern home. I try to make things so that they function well, and that it's a very livable, elegant, sophisticated, beautiful atmosphere.
And you've done it, and you keep continuing to do it. So this hotel has gone through a transition. Obviously, we met with the general manager earlier, and we are going to meet with their chef. So I would love for you to experience this cuisine with me, and let's go meet Chef Matt, and he is going to cook up something special. So would you join me?
Sure, sounds great.
So if you're looking for the ultimate cuisine locally here in Boca Raton, you definitely have to check out the Waterstone Resort. We are now here, Mary and I, with Chef Matt Mason, and Matt has put together some amazing dishes and drinks. So tell us, first of all, thank you for having us.
Absolutely, thank you.
So tell us, Chef, what makes this restaurant and your cuisine so exciting here in Boca?
Well, first, it's actually not me, it's the ambiance. You know, you have the beautiful water and you're watching it, which always makes the food taste better. It depends on what you're in the mood for. We have 2 different restaurants here, Boca Landing, which is kind of our, we use the word upscale casual dining, and then over here we have very relaxed casual dining with our seafood arepas, our burgers, our tuna salads. So it really depends on what you're in the mood for.
Well, I'm in the mood for everything right now because everything looks so good and delicious. So let's start with this, the center dish here. So tell us what you use to make this.
This is our seared ahi tuna, just a little Napa cabbage, spicy peanuts. Our secret to everything is we use really fresh ingredients. We have a great relationship with all of our reps, all of our fishmongers. So we get really good, it's called bread loaf tuna. And we slice everything, sear everything to order the day of. So we have really good fresh seafood, and our meat products are obviously very fresh. So that's really the secret to everything. As you can see from the dishes, they're very simple. I believe in simpleness, let the quality speak for itself. So that's kind of our philosophy.
Okay, well I love that. And then talk to us about this arepa. This looks amazing. I have never seen it with shrimp on that.
Yeah, arepa, for those who aren't familiar with arepa, it's kind of like a quote-unquote Mexican grilled cheese. There are different kinds, Peruvian, different ones. Ours is much more the Mexican style, where it's a little bit sweeter, a little saltier with the cochita cheese, fresh pico de gallo, and then we marinate the shrimp in our own mojito sauce, and then we just kind of let it go and grill it off at the last minute, and it's delicious. So you have the sweet and the spiciness and a little tanginess.
It looks good. It looks good. Good job on that one. So what about with in front of Mary? That burger just is like, that cheese is like melting perfectly.
Our burger is actually a house blend that we make. There's many factors. We put short rib, a little bit of tenderloin in it, 80-20 mix. and then we just make them, grill them to order, of course, however anybody wants them ordered. Fresh cheese, let it melt on it, and that's it. Salt and black pepper, no crazy seasonings. We just let everything speak for itself here.
It looks so good. I'm gonna have to take a French fry as I'm staring. I'll try your fry. This looks so good. Okay, so what's in front of us here? Does this look like another fish dish?
Yeah, this is kind of our famous snapper dish from Boca Landing. It has giant white bean ragu, a little bit blanc on it, and it is just a simple crusted with a little Dijon mustard on the bottom, quickly pan seared, salt and white pepper, pull it out, and the fish is just delicious. Goes very well, a little lemon juice on it, perfect.
So what inspires you to like come up with these?
Our surroundings, you know, we look and see what you think of Florida. We use, you know, obviously snappers are all over Florida. Our groupers, line caught grouper, you know, you catch groupers right off our dock, you can catch them right off of Florida. So I try to stick with Florida as much as I can with all my inspirations.
Well, it's been paying, and I think locally here, obviously, you said you get about 1,000 people a month coming through here?
Yeah, it depends. With locals, we get a lot of locals. They seem to really enjoy it, which, you know, I'm glad. We love our locals. You know, we have people come back and ask us for stuff, and we change the menu about once or twice a year, depending on what it is. And a lot of our menu changes are from the locals and what they look for, and what, you know, hey, I wish you had a hot dog on your menu or something a little crazy. It happens quite a bit. So, you know, we take it. We're like, all right, we'll put a cool, you know,
so you listen to the feedback of
absolutely, and we're definitely not the people that don't listen to the feedback. If somebody, you know, we listen to it and adjust it and see what we get, and especially if it's consistent, then we absolutely change it. So we love our locals here, and we love to deal with fresh seafood and everything like that.
Fun drinks here.
Yeah, this is actually our drinks from our rum bar. So these are all of our specialty cocktails on our rum bar drink. Pomegranate mojito, our blue hurricane, of course, with the situation, and our cucumber lime martini.
It looks delicious. So we missed this guy over here.
Our line caught grouper. We cut it every day. Simply, we just cut it, nice order, little olive oil, salt, white pepper, throw it right in the pan, get a nice sear on it, hit it with a little butter, and send it with the broccolini. Just a little spicy on it, but a little chili flake and a little garlic to it. Very simple. Like I said, just let the seafood speak for itself.
This is delicious. So you have to tell me, what's your favorite dish?
That's a hard one. My favorite dish.
You're like asking like what your favorite child
Yeah,
is?
it's like my favorite child, right? I have dogs too, so it's really hard.
Your favorite dog?
Yeah. The burger, I love our burger. I know that sounds like such a generic thing to say, but it's such a good burger. But my favorite would have to be the grouper. It's definitely
the
delicious.
grouper?
Yeah.
All right.
That's your favorite drink. What's your favorite drink?
My favorite drink, we have an elixir program in Boca Landing where everything is made with these little droppers. That's kind of very scientific. I love all those drinks. They're really cool. They're fun. That's probably one of my favorite drinks. And then with the rum bar, that's hard. I go for the buckets. If I'm going to come in this beautiful serene, I want to have a nice rum bucket, so I go for that. So usually mojito, rum and coke, something like that.
Yum.
Yeah.
Well, it's been so nice that you had us here. We're so glad that we got to experience this cuisine. So coming up next, if you're looking for a beautiful home on the water, if you're a boat lover and you want to experience that home, you've got to stay tuned, so you don't want to miss this.
Hi, I'm Mary Widmer of JMW Florida Properties, and I develop homes here in South Florida on Waterfront Properties. This is my latest development under construction at 899 Enfield Street in Boca Raton on a lovely point lot that has great views. Come on in. Now we're inside the home, and we're inside this beautiful foyer. It's a tower that is surrounded by windows at the top, and it will have beautiful handmade vintage ironworks doors. We're walking into the office now, and there will be two large 9-foot doors here, and they'll pocket back, and you'll open into this beautiful office where the built-ins surround the windows, which is one of my signatures. As I come through these wonderful barn doors, we're going to come into the club room where there'll be a built-in that has TV on this side. There'll be a wet bar with a mirrored back and another TV. You'll have all the accoutrements you need to entertain. So as you leave these beautiful wooden doors from the club room and come into the living room, we're going to have this beautiful display area that's going to be covered in oak. There's going to be a fireplace covered in quartzite. Outside, you have your beautiful summer kitchen, and look at the view. As you come in from the living room, you come into this beautiful gourmet kitchen with its waterfall island. Then you'll have double refrigeration on this wall. On this wall, you'll have a Thermador range with double ovens. This house is all natural gas. You'll have a microwave oven and warming drawer, butler's pantry, an appliance station. It really is a cook's delight. Now you're entering the beautiful master suite on the main floor. Has vaulted ceiling, again with the tongue and groove and beams. You have beautiful panoramic views of the intercoastal. What a great way to wake up. As you leave this beautiful marble foyer and the main floor, you're going to come up this curved staircase that has marble risers and will have beautiful oak treads. And then all of the railings will be in Agerta metal with glass inserts. Up here on the second floor, we're going to have beautiful overlook area that looks down into the 2-story dining room. The gorgeous front door will be there, and 8 square windows in the tower that drive light into the space. This area will have rounded glass in between the metal balustrade.